live now. All right, let me check it. All right,
Hey everybody, it's camp counselor, head of the camp stuff. Sorry,
it's fine. I thought you were going to do the intro. Hey,
bad.
It's fine. Hey, everybody, welcome to Camp Slash Horrorcast, where we talk horror movies from the past every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time. I am your head camp counselor, Duck. I'm here with other head camp counselors. If I had the things up, I'd let you know. We got David. Virtual reality is the way of the future. Jessup, Mr. David Jessup, how are you doing today, sir?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking.
Fuck yeah. Next, we got Javi. They got fucking Space Invaders in here. That shit's for retards. Byres. Javi, how are you doing, sir?
I fully agree with that sentiment. I'm doing all good. How are you guys?
Doing okay also. Yes. Next, we have Jacob. Who gives a fuck about arcade anyway? Pinkston. Jacob, how are you, sir?
My sentiments exactly.
Very nice. Now we have Raph. Try saying that to my face. Ramirez. Raph, how are you, sir?
Yes, I am well. Thank you for having me, guys.
You're well.
I am
Cool.
very well.
Next, we got Jay. Now kiss reality goodbye forever. McClintock. Jay, how are you?
Well, I'm better now that we're about to discuss this piece of cinematic art.
Please.
Some might call it that.
Dude, I don't even think you know what those words mean.
And finally, we got Mikey right here, bitch. B. Mikey, how are you, sir?
You gave me the tagline that I wanted. When I watched this piece of shit last night, I said that tagline. I was like, he's gonna give that to somebody, and I hope it's fucking me, because that's.
Yes, sir. I love whenever he calls her a bitch because I am a bad person. And I thought it was hilarious. Guys, we watched Arcade, release date March 30th, 1994. It was postponed by 3 years so they could redo the CGI on the racing part of it, I guess.
So it came out before Brain Scan.
Don't care.
Yeah, there's definitely superior movie
I'd say
here.
Great Value Lawnmower Man.
Yeah, there's definitely superior movie of these, though. Synopsis. Teens disappear when they play Arcade, a virtual reality game with 7 deadly levels. All right, you can see it in the bottom right corner of the screen. We have the original poster for it. Also, we have the new poster for it, so there's a secondary poster. Guys, we're going to get to the movie, but first I must share something with you. It's very, very important. Last week, we took a nice big shit on a fellow comedian known as Dan Danzy.
Isaac.
Yes, and Isaac from Children of the Corn. Well, I gave Dan the opportunity to take a shit back. So we're going to play that right now so everyone can see that.
Nice.
Let's get optimized. Let's get ready for a little bit of roast time.
Oh, hello.
Can you guys see it?
Sorry, I never know when these are recording. Let me apologize for not being
So
there
is this
live.
what Isaac looks like now?
It's what Isaac
Time
looks
has
like
not
now.
been good to him.
As of right now, I'm doing
Where
my
are they
show
now?
on Twitch called Nerd Alert, which, unlike We Are Air, has actual viewers. So let's give whoever might be watching, if there's anybody, let's give people a quick recap of what's been happening. Last week, you guys, you needle dicks, got on Facebook and you made a comparison to me that I'm one of the children of the corn or something, and then you went live on your little Horrorcast podcast, and it was just this reoccurring joke that, oh, Dan Danzy's in the Children of the Corn. If I had a nickel for every time I was referenced in the Children of the Corn, I would have more money than this We Are Air podcast channel has made ever, and we could just stop at 2 people, really. So I kind of felt bad because I feel like it's going behind my back. It's not really becoming to do it behind a person's back, and I was really offended. But then Dougie hit me up, and he was just like, "Hey, my name is stupid, and I wanted to know if you would like to retaliate," and hence this video. This is my retaliation video. He has given me permission to go scorched earth. So if you get offended, please blame Ducky, and please know that there's love in everything I say, and these are just jokes, and go fuck yourselves. So we're gonna go one by one on you bozos, and we're gonna scorch you. These are the culprits. Oh, Mikey B. Whoa, Mikey B? Mikey B? Really? You gonna go after me, buddy? Can you even eat corn with those fake fucking teeth of yours? Are you even allowed to by doctors to eat corn? Really? No wonder they like you up in Oklahoma, though, because you and then the audience make a complete set of teeth. There we go. David Jessup. David Jessup, you still alive, buddy? Are you still going? Okay, well, good to hear from you. David Jessup, he makes me laugh so much. He missed dating comics so much, he made his wife into one. Hey-oh, and she's better. Let's see. Jake, Children of the Corn, more like Children of the Board out there in Stephenville. Jesus, Jake, if I were you, I wouldn't eat corn. I'd eat a pistol. Move back to Dallas already. Javi. I haven't watched the show in a while, but I'm pretty sure your webcam still looks like you're broadcasting from a prison. Jay McClintock. I'm actually not going to say anything bad about you, buddy. You booked me. Thank you for the Hollywood Williams weekend. That was really nice and special.
Oh my god.
Appreciated that. Who else do we got? Ducky. Well, I've said everything I needed to say about Ducky. I appreciate Ducky letting me do this video because I'm sure he's just desperate for a Twitch clip that doesn't involve Jake saying something problematic in 2021. Now, I'm done, guys. I've put too much energy into this. I want to wish you guys a fantastic show. Wish you guys a fantastic future. As Jack Nicholson would say in 1989's Batman, never dance with the devil in the pale moonlight. I being that devil and this being the pale moonlight. And I hope we never have to do this again, but now you guys
He
know.
asked the question, and it's have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? You fucking idiot. God damn you, Dan. God damn you.
Happens. I'm just going to come back with absolute fire and scorched earth on all of you except for Jay. I love Jay. I would appreciate that December 19th show, buddy. I miss you guys, but more importantly, I love you guys. But also, don't fuck with me ever again. Best wishes. Happy holidays. Go
good.
fuck yourselves.
Pretty good.
You know what? You know what's
good,
funny?
Danzy.
I don't actually recall me ever referencing him as Isaac because I was too busy defending the movie. So I actually missed my chance.
Yes, I thought that was fun. I invited him to be on the cast, but like he said, he's Twitch streaming right now. So if you want to watch him before you watch us or whatever, who cares? Red
Open
Nebula
up your
Pictures.
second monitor.
Yeah, get it going. Red Nebula Pictures. Check them out. Dan, we'll have you on the
Just
cast
mute
sometime in the
his.
future. We appreciate you making the video and going a little bit scorched earth on us. We had fun. Hopefully you had fun. Let's get to arcade, guys.
Well, just real quick,
Okay.
Ducky. He did make a mistake in his rambling there. He said he'd like to thank Jay for booking him. He needed to add on there, I'd like to thank Jay for booking me on Sundays and Tuesdays. He missed that part. So
Oh.
he should add that in there.
Oh damn! We're gonna have,
as I'm on the same Sunday show with him.
we're
You're
gonna
double featured though.
Oh, that's right. I'm working a weekend, late Saturday, Sunday show. Still a weekend, bitches.
I just want to say I'm glad that he promoted his own things and that he brought up Batman as he always does.
Yeah.
big Red Nebula
Hey,
Pictures in the background there.
Oh, I
Did
thought
he
it
not
said Red
sound-
Mila.
What'd you say, Rev?
Did he not sound like Dennis Miller? Like he was trying to do a Dennis Miller live or something?
I think
No,
Bill
no,
Maher
because-
and Dennis Miller.
Yeah, he didn't mention how 9/11 was an inside job, so I don't know.
What, you guys don't believe that?
Oh, Dan wouldn't do that. Dan's an original hack.
Yeah. You got to get on that.
All right, guys, let's get to the movie. Histories with the movie. I will begin. I watched this movie when I was a kid with my brother Mike, my crazy brother that I always talk about being crazy, because he is, and also a meth addict. The point of the story is he showed this movie to me, and I fucking loved it when I was a kid. I was probably 7 or no, that can't be right. I had to have been 8 or 9 when this came out, right? Yeah, so I mean, I was young, and I remember thinking that all the kids in this movie were fucking ancient, and now that I've watched it, they all look like babies. But I absolutely love this because I love video games, obviously. Look behind me. And I just love the concept of it. It was the first time I ever saw getting sucked into the arcade and the adventure, and the CGI looked bad back then, and it looks even worse now. So yeah, that's my history with it. Nostalgia totally takes hold for me on this movie, so I like it, but I'm ready to be torn apart for making you guys watch it. So let's get to who else has seen it. I think Jay has seen this before. Is that right?
Yeah, first of all, I want to say that this is definitely one of my top 5 episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark.
Yeah.
I think that. No, I saw this movie when it came out. You said it came out in March of '94. I saw it at home in like November of '94.
Everybody saw it at home.
Yeah. I was like, woo. And I did see Brain Scan before it, and granted, yeah, it was probably made before it, but who cares? But I just remember seeing like all the potential star power of the cast, and it felt like everyone was like done, or they were gonna make it. They were about to make it.
They're all doing Robot Chicken now.
Yeah.
So, what was your story with AJ Langer?
Oh well, I mean, obviously, People Under the Stairs. She was in that, and then My So-Called Life, and then she was in Escape from L.A. She was probably my favorite part of that movie.
The fucking president's daughter, dude.
Yeah, I just always thought she was just a smoke show.
Yeah, she was hot.
And so yeah, she just had that kind of like, I like off kilter people in general, and so she had that very off kilter kind of like sexiness to me, and
might kill herself. Who knows?
Yeah, whatever. It was the '90s. Yeah. Everyone has to wear flannel.
Angsty.
Yeah. Angsty and flannel. Everyone had to wear it. So yeah, I remember it.
Right on. Does anyone else have history with this movie other than watching it today? Has anyone else seen it before?
I might have caught it flipping through the channels and gone, hey, look, Peter Billingsley. And then also, oh shit, Rocky IV is on. It's only the second montage.
Yeah. I mean, Peter Billingsley, what was he in A Christmas Story? That's what he's famous for, right? And
the Dirt Bike Kid, motherfucker.
Yeah. And so he was like kind of on his way out with this one, I think, right? And he
was never in the door.
Dude, what are you talking about? He's like one of the main supporting characters of Spider-Man Far From Home.
Well, we will definitely get into the fact that there is a scene in the way the arcade looks. He was an executive producer on Iron Man, and I think that they might have took the technology or the...
He was in Iron Man.
Right, and I think that they might have took that, the way it looks, and actually used it for the Iron Man HUD. I think that there's a correlation with that, but I clip that later.
All right.
Well, let's get into talking about this piece of shit movie that Duck really likes. Screenplay, David S. Goyer. Who would have thought? That was a weird one. We got the guy who wrote eventually Blade in the Dark Knight trilogy, or at least worked on the Dark Knight trilogy. And it has definitely facets of those movies going on in his writing. And like, he didn't hit it big until he got to Blade, and then he was Hollywood's hotshot for all video game related stuff. And he actually wrote a screenplay for Freddy vs. Jason before they eventually got to the one they used. But he was pretty big back then. I think his band is the one that plays the shitty 90s music in this. I'm not sure.
You would be incorrect.
Oh, who was it?
I looked it
John
up.
Carpenter.
It's a guy named Mike Wegner, and then Kevin Renton. I tried to Shazam some of the music. They did land one Blue Oyster Cult song called "Here Comes the Horseman" when they're entering Dante's Inferno for the first time.
Oh yeah, dude, I thought it was the Doors, like a fucking knockoff version of the Doors. Totally.
But it was actually Blue Oyster Cult. And I tried Shazamming all the music, and it didn't get any. But that one I gave up, and then it like 2 seconds later goes, "No, we got one." Shazam was like, so yeah.
Damn. So down the line, this movie is very brisk. Did the 90s teen thing speak to anyone? Was anyone like a 90s teen back then? Like, did you wear the flannel? All right, Jake, like, what was it? It was flannel, it was angst, it was...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of going to hang out at the fucking roller skating rink. Definitely, like Raph said, the Jinkos, like, backward hats, flannel shirts, wearing your 9 Inch Nails shirt, like...
Backwards clothes.
Yeah.
Backwards clothes?
Crisscross.
Hammer pants?
Jump, bro.
Different
time era, but still.
Doc Martens.
Did you see when Seth Green gave the peace signs and he sat down really quick? He was just like, "No, we're cool, dude." Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Is that a
I
thing?
love how they call them stilts. Like, that's just a fucking slant on short people. Like, he is 4'2", and they have the audacity to call this kid stilts.
Did anyone have that haircut? Did anyone have that?
Oh, everybody had that fucking haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah. They wouldn't
like
let you in
bright
school
orange
without it.
shit, looking like Carrot Top.
8th grade, everybody had that fucking haircut.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
Seth
mean-
Green did have a dope brown.
Like every white boy in 8th grade. I don't know about Mexicans.
I saw plenty of Mexicans with it too. They were waivers.
What'd you say, Mikey B?
I was just saying, I actually did like Seth Green's brown flannel that he had. I was like, yeah, that's pretty dope. And then he had the big poofy hair. I was like, yeah, this is.
Yeah, Peter's Billings. God, I can't say it. P to the B. Peter Billingsley
Just
is
call him Ralphie.
Ralphie is
Ralphie.
the star of this. Obviously, he's the star power behind this movie at the time. He is a terrible actor in this. He is not good.
I think they all were. I
Yeah,
don't see.
Yeah.
No.
Who stood out as the lead
Yeah.
lesbian on this fucking shit?
Maybe
The
John
arcade?
Delancey. Maybe John
Oh,
Delancey.
yeah.
Oh, John Delancey.
Q?
Q brings it hard, dude. He's so good.
Q?
I love when he
He
shows
looks like-
up. Sorry, go Jake.
The fucking shitty version of Gary Shandling and Paul Reiser put together, and he plays a fucking douchebag in every other movie that he's in. Also,
He's just.
I already knew that. I
awesome.
didn't like
Is
Difford
that the
whenever I
dude from
first
the
saw him.
70s show? Is that who you're talking about?
Who's that?
Is that the pervert next door neighbor from that 70s show? Is
No,
that who
that's-
you're talking
That's
about?
Ken. That's Ken Marino. That's someone else.
Oh, okay.
No,
He's-
but he gave that vibe, that perfect vibe when he was taking the kids to the back.
Oh, jeez.
He really did.
I got a game to show you guys.
Come on, and he forced those kids. That was crazy.
I love when he
And the-
shows up and he rolls his eyes. He's like real scary, and he does. They literally roll on the floor. I was like, holy shit, this is awesome.
Second-
The balls this guy has to call his game arcade, premiere it at an arcade, and then just give it away for home for free.
Oh God, though,
After
wouldn't you
done
take
using
one?
it at the arcade. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not stupid.
Yeah, virtual reality.
Oh, we forgot
Oh,
to watch
wow.
the trailer. I
The
knew I
trailer.
was
Oh
forgetting
damn!
something.
Fuck! Oh, that sucks. Oh
No, you
man.
done put us through that again.
Oh,
Angie was right about this podcast.
What? Hey, it's not. It's as professional as can be. I used to have an engineer, but then he found pussy, so I don't know what to do. It is what it is. He used to go really smoothly, and then once again, a pussy.
easy money.
What can you do? So yeah, the movie starts. They get invited into Dante's Inferno, and the whole thing is a play on the 7 circles of hell from the Divine Comedy itself. There's a puppy jumping on top of me right now, trying to get some love. And so Dante's Inferno, they go in. I didn't know if any of the actual levels correlated with Dante's Inferno because I know jack shit about it. Does anyone know anything about Dante's Inferno?
Did they actually show any levels of the
No.
fucking game besides the first one and the last one?
Well, I mean, you got the spike level,
gotta
We put like 3 of them.
Skateboard through the spike walls.
spike
and
walls.
then
Then you got the
the-
volcano with the crappy, the
Maybe?
rocks are in it, and then
Maybe
you've
that's a
got
level?
3 or 4.
the speeder
okay.
bike level, and then you've
I don't
got
know if I was watching the same movie.
the heart of arcade, and then you've got the flashback to mom. I'm missing something in there. Oh, the ferryman. So all right, so first level was the spikes, second level was the volcano, third is the ferryman, fourth is the race, fifth is the heart of arcade, sixth is the flashback to mom, and 7 is the ambiguity of
damn,
whether or
dude.
not they got out of the game. I think.
Yeah,
I
the
bow
second
to you,
live,
our
maybe? I don't know.
supreme nerd leader.
I do my best. I do my best. But yeah,
The best.
did you guys also notice that there was the first selfie ever taken in this movie when they took the Polaroid and then they turned it sideways?
I don't think it was the first, but it was.
I don't
definitely
know.
something.
Yeah, I mean, it was a selfie.
It was definitely a selfie. Go ahead, Mikey B.
I was gonna say that picture looked like shit though. It looked like 2 acorns close up. Like, I was like, what is this, a demonic camera? I thought that was the game at first. I was like, what the fuck is this? This camera sucks.
Yeah, I didn't understand that because it seemed like they did it on purpose. Like, I
Right.
didn't understand. Like I didn't get that. There's a lot of things I didn't get.
Oh, is there a David Jessup rant in the weights?
It was so defeating and so draining that visually the audio. Did you guys notice the audio with this movie? There was not. You know how when you film a movie, you have a boom mic, so the boom mic's directional, and that way it can pick up the conversation directionally. There's no boom mic in this movie. It picks up white noise the
So
entire
much,
fucking movie.
And white
It was-
people, because there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I would just like to point out that this movie made David Jessup go from fuck to nothing. He just went straight to despair and just started throwing the towel. There's no in between. I'm pretty sure he was having a wonderful day today. Then saw Arcast like, fuck this shit.
I was
I don't want to
having
be
an
here
actual.
anymore.
I was actually having a shitty day, and this was just like, oh, okay, let's just continue.
Oh, no.
Icing on the
Continue
cake.
this.
Right on.
But like seriously, the audio of it, the white, it's like when you film something with a VHS camcorder and it picks up that humming sound in the background.
Mhm.
Every scene had that in this.
Yes.
And
Well,
it
I
was
think they
just
actually
so
shot it with the
maddening.
fucking camcorder.
I think they
It
did,
was a
man.
90s
Yeah,
movie
they did.
with
For sure.
film.
Like that's why I went straight to video because they can mass produce all the VHS tapes. They took the fucking porn
The
production
master
route.
copy.
And yeah, and they just all they
I
did,
love the
just
idea if they were
fucking-
making a porno in one room and they're like, oh yeah, we got to film arcade in the other room. So this is
That's
shift
probably
over
why
real
Disney
quick.
tried suing them at first.
Well, they
They're
did
like,
go
well,
after them because of the poster. And
Yeah.
I'll show it real quick because on the original poster.
Yeah, what is it was something about the Tron bike, right?
The light cycle.
Yeah.
The light
and then
cycle.
they have the fucking sun cycle or some bullshit.
I didn't realize I was still sharing, but can you guys see this here?
Yeah, I don't see the difference. I
there's
don't
a
see
Tron
Disney
cycle
light
right
cycle. Yeah,
there.
that doesn't look like a Tron cycle.
And
Well, I
so
heard
not
that
at
they
all.
had that's what the CG. Did you, Ducky? Did you find the original?
I do
Tron
actually. The
cycle.
trailer.
Yeah, that's the
Yes.
remake of the poster.
This is the original. This is the newer one here. So that's the good one. So I actually
Oh.
have the trailer I could show you guys with the original CGI that is way worse.
Yes.
If
I'm
you want to
curious
see it.
about
All
that.
right.
I do.
All right, let's watch it real quick. So here's the trailer. Hopefully it's not too loud. Let me know.
Okay, the video that their fucking name was just whole ass, apparently.
This is arcade. It's all done in virtual reality. So real, you'll think you're actually in the game board.
Look how bad that is.
Kiss reality goodbye.
I thought that was Peter Cullen the first time I heard him.
You gotta try this thing.
Press start.
We got
Oh,
some
shit,
I think it
feel like
looks
I'm in
better,
there.
arcade.
honestly.
But we need a little
Wait till you see how
fine-tuning,
bad
and that's where
arcade
you
looks,
get
like the
lucky.
character. There's the
I've already
demon.
seen
There's the screamer.
infinitely better.
It's a lot more menacing as a box.
It's so bad.
He's very scary, symmetrical.
Yes.
It's a machine without a soul. If you get you, you're dead.
So
Oh,
did they kind of take the myth of Polybius
And
when
so this
trying
is
to make this movie?
Oh, there's the Tron
Oh,
cycle.
That's what the Tron cycle. But you're right. It is a little bit like Polybius in a way. The history of that video game where it what was a part of project. Shit, I can't think of it.
MK Ultra.
Thank you. Yes, where it actually brainwashed kids in the '80s for whatever arcade they put it in. So
What game was it?
it was called Polybius, and it is. Go ahead, Jake.
It's not a real game.
It's not real, but it's a urban legend of sorts
Oh.
about a video game that was set up in an arcade by the government, by MK Ultra, which was a program to brainwash the youth of America, and they were trying to see if it would work or not. And
Believe this? Is that what you said?
oh, I believe
like-
it.
No,
Polybius.
Yeah.
Polybius.
Polybius.
Angry Video Game Nerd does a really good fucking video on this.
Yeah.
You should watch that.
So-
Don't
So
watch
then
our
it's
show.
like, are you believe in this?
I want to
No.
believe in it because I like conspiracies, unlike other
Same
people
here.
named
Nick-
Javi Baires who hates conspiracies.
Doug's mission on Weapon Reviews is to find that game and review it.
That would be awesome. Well, there's actually a fan game made, but it's like seizure inducing, and I refuse to play it because I'm kind of sensitive to light stuff, and I'm good. Good, Mikey. What were you gonna say?
Nothing.
Oh, my bad. I thought you. All right.
Mikey's playing Polybius right now.
All right, that's enough of the thing. So yeah, but yeah, it does feel a little bit like that. I wonder if they got the idea from the movie from the urban legend. I'm curious to where the idea came from. I did like also. I want to mention in the arcade, he slapped the shit out of Seth Green. Did you guys see that? Like he fucking wailed him. And I clipped that for later, and that I was like, "That's not acting. That's some real shit." And then the other kid says the R word, so whatever.
Yeah, well, like he's like making fun of the people that are hanging out there, but like clearly he hangs out there and is like the
That was very
leader of
confusing.
That's
Yeah,
how you
it's like-
act
different
cool,
kids were saying
baby.
it. It was
You
the 90s,
goddamn
though. You
gay
could say that
retard
word.
taking out in this arcade. Like, well, you're here and you're bossing people not to be here. I don't get it.
No, I mean that's how you be a bully. You hang out in a place and you just wait for smaller Seth Greens to show up, and then you just bully them around.
Of course, yeah. Everybody has their Seth Green.
So
That's what all people do, though. Don't we all just go somewhere? We're like, this place sucks. Let's go somewhere else.
Yeah. And the number one rule: just never move locations, because you get to the next one, you're like, this wasn't as fun as I thought it would be.
This place has better drink prices.
So it's only a quarter to play, which I thought was a hell of a deal to give up your soul.
Until you find out that they give them away for free.
Yeah.
within 2 minutes.
And the home version looked as good as the arcade version, and that is just not true. That never happened with classic games ever.
One of my favorite parts at the very beginning, whenever they first play the game, and Peter Billingsley asking all the questions about, like, well, do I die? Like, is it like, am I virtually dying? Am I virtually going to heaven? Do my parents virtually get to take out an insurance settlement on me? And then he's like, yeah, you're a funny guy. And he should have said virtually afterwards. I don't know.
I have a question. I want to know if you guys noticed something I did. I had a problem with some of the timeline. Like she goes home and the sun is out and the clock says 8 o'clock. And then she's like, or 6 o'clock. And she's like, you should go to bed, Dad. And the sun is coming through the windows. It's just the time, and then all of a sudden it's 12:30. It didn't make any sense.
Well, she played the game.
on heroin.
Go ahead, Raph. What were you going to say?
It's called bad editing from the 90s.
Well, she played the game, and the time, he says time runs differently in the game world, which never comes up again, ever, and it doesn't even fucking matter. It was just...
There were a few spots like that where it's like daytime outside, but it's nighttime inside. I don't know. It threw me off. I was just like, what?
It's a cheap movie. I like the dad. He literally had 2 lines, yes and no. And I was like, that actor probably had to audition 15 times to get the role just to be like, yeah, no. And I was like, right.
But he said yes and no like 20,000 times.
Yep.
Just to get the right fucking, just to land it.
Where's the S and yes, please? Just the yes.
Yeah.
I like that there's an escape button on the controller that they don't really use. I guess it comes up maybe twice in the movie.
Yeah, the girl uses it once to help him escape.
Yeah, why didn't they just use the escape button when they go in at the end of it? Like,
I think they even said that.
She said it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, she pressed it several times.
I think the weird child toucher scientist was like, "You think we're."
Yeah. Even the developer of the game is telling them, like, hey, kids, don't play this fucking game. They'll do it. They're like, well, yeah, I'm going to play it even harder now.
Yeah, that makes you want to play harder, dude.
That's 90s angst. Go
Hold
ahead,
on. I step back real quick. I take offense to just thinking that a guy is old and likes to play with young kids that he's a pedophile, okay? So I just want to throw that out there right now, okay, guys? Okay?
Cool.
All right. Way to bring it to the screeching hole.
How about the 90s phone? Did that bring any nostalgia back for anyone? Whenever she picks up that
Dude,
bad?
I used to lay on my bed, feet in the air, and twirl the cord. I miss that. I do it with my charger sometimes, but it's not.
Ours was stretched out all through the house, so it was like 50 feet long, and it wouldn't even wind up anymore. Like it just lost all the fucking
and then you step
the
on
curl
it,
to it.
and you slip.
Oh
on the
yeah, that
floor
too.
with the heel. Yeah, we had that.
Also, the busy signal. I mean, those just don't exist anymore, do they? I was like, right on. Sorry.
You do when you call unemployment.
Ah,
Yeah.
preach.
That's not a joke. I'm very.
So
Good
yeah,
joke,
I guess.
Mikey B. That's a good joke.
I guess. I mean, they get so they end up at their friend's house. She's like, I guess they're not answering, and she's paranoid as shit. She's really freaking out about it, and he's like, it's fine, nothing's wrong with them. I'm like, well, why don't you just go to their house? So they end up going to the girl's house, and she's tweaking on meth. And I was like, that is fucking crazy. This, like, they do that 90s MTV video thing where it's real close, wide angle lens, and she's tweaking, half drooling into it. And she's like, do you see the angels? And I'm like, this is something else. And then they get in there. I don't know. Like, I guess the game begins after that. They got to save all their friends because their souls get sucked in. Did anyone enjoy the terrible CGI in this movie at all?
I'm shocked that you told me
fuck
they had to
no.
recast it because of it.
You were shocked
If
of
you tell
what?
me- I'm surprised they had to redo that CGI for that.
It
Yeah,
took,
Disney.
That's
Disney made
like
him do it.
begging your teacher for a shot at the retest after you got a C and you end up with a D.
Well, what's so fucked up is they should have been, when Disney said we're going to sue you, they should have been like, fine, we don't have any money. Look at our
It's-
movie.
it's
What the fuck are you gonna
Moonbeam.
get?
It's Moonbeam Entertainment. Like, they don't have any cash. They
We'll
filmed
give
this
you
and
all the
Dollman at
rights
the
to
same
this
time.
piece of shit.
Yeah. It could have been a Disney release for all we know.
I mean, it's no Song of the South, but what is?
Sorry.
Go ahead, Mikey. What were you saying?
I was saying if they would have gave them the movie when they got sued, they still would have owed more money.
Yeah, exactly. There's a long scene though in the bedroom before they decide to. And did you notice that he like went? All right, we got to talk about Ralphie is totally creeping on this girl the entire movie, to the point where
He's in the lurch, dude.
Well-
He was so in the lurch for that chick.
yeah,
Yeah, he's definitely simping for her because like he's like I don't want to see you get hurt. Yeah, he's totally cucking like the whole movie.
hardcore.
And yeah, that other dude, pretty boy.
Yeah, Ben.
I care about
Well,
you.
Didn't you think at the end there that she was gonna pick Ralphie over him? Over
hell
the other guy?
no. Like he tries to pull the move in the car. She says earlier in the movie to her boyfriend, she's like, maybe we can drive and just keep going. And he repeats the line in the car. He's like, maybe we could drive and just keep going. And I'm like, you fucking creeper. What the fuck are you doing? This is
He's definitely creeping. I know because I've done that before.
Me
and
too.
Hell yeah.
I've totally
Christian
sinned.
loves fucking
We've
Christian.
all done that move.
Yeah.
Classic.
Oh, wait.
And
Your
he
parents' house is back that way?
yeah, and he was I was like, how can you be fucking pussy whipped by a fucking girl? I've been there though. I've done it a million times. So yeah,
Friends.
what was it?
Hey, was anybody else thought that he was blind in the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, I thought she was blind.
Yeah. Well, especially like whenever they showed that clip with him wearing those giant Ray Charles fucking Ray Bans.
He was doing this,
like,
right? He was doing this.
yeah.
what's weird
It was
about
like,
that is he's
It's
not
a
even
quarter after.
he's not even in the scene though. That's the problem is he's cut into the scene. So all the kids are hanging out and he's completely separate from it. And like the color grading and everything's completely off. And I was like,
Wow.
why did they do this? But it's Full Bean or Moonbeam or whatever.
I want to say before we get too far that I did like that Javi was in this movie in the arcade. I love that.
I didn't see Javi. What was he? Were you in the movie, Hobbs?
Was he the bully?
He was the bully. For a second,
The
I looked at
bully.
Javi. I was not, I was like, that looks like
It-
Javi. Are they talking
It was pretty dark in there, like his room.
Come on, let's unlock the room.
Did you guys catch the?
No, it does look like you're in the fucking Dante's Inferno. He's right. Holy
I'm not
shit.
gonna lie,
Right now,
Dan
it
Gates was
really
right. It
does.
does look like I'm fucking, I'm broadcasting from a prison.
Like shooting a porno.
Yeah, are you spread out on a cot right now, Javi?
Yes, it is.
On a cock?
On a cot.
He's doing all the things.
That's
On a cock,
multitasking.
on a cot, in a prison cell.
I'm
The
an ally,
arcade.
Javi. It's okay. You can talk to me, buddy.
He's doing
Speak,
good. He's doing good in there.
speaking of sexual
Yeah.
molestation, did you catch that little conversation Seth Green had with Ralphie, where he talked about going on the date with the girl and grabbing her boobs?
Oh, yeah.
and she punches him in the face.
Yeah, I was like, all right, good old fashioned molestation from the '90s.
And I said, hey, my dick is down here.
What I did enjoy about them was every time they got a chance to curse, they really enunciated. They were very happy to fucking cuss, and it brought joy to me because it was funny. Like
I
they
did like
practiced
the-
those lines more than others.
I did like that they cussed in this movie, and it was
A lot,
unexpected to hear them fucking like you
Very
fuck
much
you
so.
little. Yeah. I
Yeah,
thought it was gonna be like a
the movie
fucking
was rated
sci-fi
R.
channel movie.
That's the only reason the movie was rated R. There were no titties. There was no banging. There was no drugs.
I don't think it's even. It's not even rated. It's just a straight to home release, so I didn't know what it was.
According to
It's R.
that-
It's
yeah,
R.
it's rated R. According to the
because of the
Poster.
fuck words, nothing else. There's no
Imdb?
violence.
I tell you what though, man, that one scene where she's standing up and she's wearing that tight black
Oh yeah.
jeans are, and it's real slow. I don't know if it was slow or I was slowing it down. But that was nice. I did the ass check on the screen. You know what the ass check is, right? You do that to see if it's a perfect ass.
Did you
I
do
was
the?
like,
Yeah, but that girl was 14.
Yeah.
I was gonna like.
Um,
Did you do the check to
Oh,
make sure she was
14?
of age?
That's no, yeah. I totally checked out. She was 33 when they made this movie. Well, wait a second, guys. I'm on Wikipedia right now. Like I'm altering some stuff on Wikipedia. Yeah. She was totally 43 when they made this film.
Hey, she's a hot older lady too. She looks like a real estate agent. You can bait to death. I looked her up. I looked up old pictures of hers. I'm into weird stuff. Real.
Well, that was loud. I don't know if anyone else heard that. Not you guys. Somebody subscribed or something. I'm not sure what's going on. We got
Probably
Dan
Chris
saying.
Hansen.
We got Dan saying, "Hey guys." So hey Dan, thank you so much
Hey,
again for making that fucking
Hey,
video.
we have a viewer. Thanks, Dan.
a single
Yeah.
viewer. That's usually what it is. Yeah, there was going off what David was saying too. There was a ton of bad ADR in this fucking movie, like bad, and I am blurry as shit. All right, let's get to the games. Let's get to the CGI once again. Did anyone like it? I want to know if anyone enjoyed the nostalgia aspect of it at all. No?
Yeah, I felt like I was in that.
You did?
No, it was horrible.
Go ahead, Jay. Defend it.
No, I'm just gonna say this. It reminded me of Nick Arcade.
Yes. I'll give you that.
Yes.
And so like in Nick Arcade, you also like you see people like walking around places they clearly don't know where the fuck they're going, and I was like, all right, this brings me back. Good times.
I thought about Doom, the very first one for PC, like where you have the several black discs, the long ones. Those the CGI reminded me a lot of that.
Of black
The
dicks?
Disc.
Oh, discs.
You cut out at the wrong time, Raph. Is all I'm gonna say.
Nice.
I want to say thank you to Dan. He subscribed again. And by the way, the money that we've made ever has came from Dan Dancy. So thank you, Dan. He's the only one supporting us. So.
Dude, he's balling. They got that spending that red neb money, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, not a lot more to say. Does anyone else have anything else to say about the movie? Like they get in there, she finds the keys, they go to the ferryman. That's pretty much the only scene I remember was the truth teller and the liar. And the way they play it in this movie is a lie because originally they cut out.
I hate that.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No.
I hate that. That is the worst fucking paradox ever. It makes no goddamn sense.
Well,
because by him saying that he is the liar, it automatically negates everything. If they both say that they are the truth teller, the one is a liar, the one is the truth, paradox works. But he already fucking ruined everything by saying that. The whole thing makes no goddamn sense. And that really put me at a breaking point, this movie. And I was so happy that it was towards the end because I just kind of gave up and stopped watching the end. I just had it as background noise at that. I was fucking done with it. And I'm sorry. I like this movie.
Really, it got really good
basis
at
of
the
me
end.
hating it.
What, Raph? What'd you say?
I said it got really good at the end. The
Yeah.
last
Oh,
20
I
minutes
missed
of it.
out. Yeah, I'm sure. I missed
Yeah,
out.
kicked up in the fourth act. It got awesome.
Yeah, Chelsea, I saw the end.
Here's the thing. She was the liar, and there was a scene they cut out of the movie where they get into a fight, and that's how she gets the key. So
Still doesn't matter.
it doesn't
They
matter.
both should have said they're the truth teller, because in the fact that one's saying that he's the liar, how could he be telling the truth?
Done way better in Labyrinth. That's all I'm gonna say. Labyrinth.
Wasn't that girl the crackhead? How did she end up in the game? Didn't they go there and break the TV after they broke in and she was?
Oh yeah,
the one that OD'd?
she got sucked into the game. She got into the screen.
Oh
Anyway.
yeah. So but they didn't show how Stilts got
And then
sucked
they
into
ran
the game.
out.
Yeah.
He just showed
Yeah, I
up.
didn't see that.
Yeah, he's just like, hey, I'm Seth Green. I want to
Hey,
be
I'm
one
here.
of these evil gatekeeper people.
I just
Why
wrapped
don't you
on
say-
Airborne, and I'm ready to do
Yeah,
my next scene.
dude. Airborne is the shit. We need to do a fucking crossover cast for just good, fun nostalgia movies as opposed to horror movies because Airborne is top
Then
notch.
we can do My Stepmother's an Alien and get a double dose of.
Yes, yes.
So
And then
why was
Airplane, I guess.
the
Kim
donor
Basinger.
why was the donor a child? That's the part I didn't understand. Like that made no sense.
The part.
Blow
Okay.
your mind.
All right. Well, I got some history there, guys. Got some history there. So the boy is played by an actor named Humberto Ortiz. He was also in another Full Moon classic, Doll Man. He was a regular performer in the early '90s in a few of these Full Moon entertainments. And so I guess he got to be the heavy in this one. He's like, I get to say bitch twice. I'm in. You son of a bitch. I'm in. Like, it's just, that's what I thought.
Listen here, you son of a bitch. Yeah, I mean, I didn't understand it. It was just tacked on like everything is in this movie,
And,
of course.
well, and real quick, this one's just for Jake. Jake, do you remember the Kickboxer sequel, American Kickboxer 2, with Sasha
Is that
Mitchell?
Sasha? Yeah.
He's the kid who gets killed in the fire.
Shut the fuck up.
Boom.
Shut the fuck up.
Slam.
Okay, so one of the
That's
things that
awesome.
they
I'll
said
do
about the kid, they said the kid was retarded because he was talking about it has to be a host with less brain cells. He said that. That has it. The demon said it has to be someone with less brain cells, and then they show a kid at the end. I just want to know, or was he in a coma? I just want to know where the kid came from.
Raph wins.
Oh,
Here's
here's what's fucked up.
Raph wins.
They don't say it in the movie, but on Wikipedia it says it because evidently it was in the novelization. But it was a child that was beat up by.
The novelization.
This was a book.
Yeah, no, I hope not. But evidently, this was a
God damn.
child that was beat by their mother, and then that they did go into a coma or something like that, and then they took the brain cells. So you're not far off with what you said.
Never
Good.
mind, Jake, you're right. It's Lawnmower Man. You nailed it.
Oh, boom!
I'm telling you, bro.
Now you
And then
have
the
to watch.
graphics. The graphics are right there too. Lawnmower Man came out in 1992. So they had plenty of time to fuck with that graphics, but that's exactly what it reminded me of when the shit was flying at you and the polygons and shit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm done.
this is
I'm
back. This is back in the good old days of everything was a triangle and it looked awesome.
Now, virtual reality at Dave & Buster's was a hot thing back in '94,
done. Oh yeah.
and I remember it cost $10.
Oh, Six Flags, bro.
$10
Yeah.
for 4 minutes of virtual reality, and we were like, "Oh, dude, you got to try this."
How was
Like,
it?
It was horrible.
as bad as this,
So bad.
but back then we were like, "This is the greatest thing ever."
Yeah, I know it, but it was so fucking bad looking back on it. I wasted so much money on that bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You have
but,
to stand in those circles and you're like,
yeah, but it's still that way. Virtual reality hasn't changed. It's pretty much the same way with the Oculus and everything.
no.
I will humbly disagree.
No.
The Oculus is
Oculus.
so fucking good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
dude.
it's still
Jessup
it's
showed
still
me
not to the
his,
point.
dude.
It's still not to the point where it's super clear and clean. It's still some fuzzy in areas, but man, I was telling Jay I got Resident Evil 4 for the Oculus, and dude, it is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Is it terrifying?
Yeah,
Hey,
it's terrifying.
Question:
Have
will,
y'all ever
yeah.
gone?
will it
Have y'all
still?
ever gone on any of?
Good,
Go
Ref.
on.
Good, Ref.
The Oculus, I used it to go to Italy and stuff, to some of those museums, and they're really awesome. Like you can literally walk through everything, and it's clear as day. You know.
It really
I
is.
really like it.
I was on
Yeah.
Mars. I went to
Yeah,
Mars,
they're
and
fucking awesome.
then I had sex with 3 redheaded Russian girls.
I kissed a
damn.
girl.
Yeah, that's really
Damn.
cool.
I want an Oculus now,
There were
really
Russians
bad.
on Mars?
Yeah, it's like
What's that?
Oculus.
There were Russians on Mars? That's dope.
No, I immediately went over to because
Three Russians on Mars?
right next to the National Geographic app is the VR Bangers app, and it just
Just happens to be next
Yeah.
door to it.
oops.
National Geographic's Brazzers.
Next door Russian
Next
stuff.
to Disney Plus.
Question though, does the Oculus have the danger of stealing your soul if you lose?
Oh yeah, totally.
Almost.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My soul is now meta.
Yeah, they made a movie about it.
Oh,
Did you guys notice people
Yeah,
lick?
brain scan.
I like brain scan. Did you guys notice that people lick their lips a lot in this movie before they talk? They would just be like, and then.
I think they were all high.
Well, Cool J was the AD for this movie, so he gave him.
They were all.
Yeah, he's like, look, here's how it's gonna go down. This is how you're gonna take this scene. They're gonna ask you a question. You're gonna go.
Licking your lips was the 90s version of surfing on your phone. That's just what everybody said.
That's what we did back then. It was a sexy time. That's how we saw it.
The 90s was a sexist decade.
Orange hair and lip licking.
Or if you're a shitty comic, constantly saying right after your punchlines when no one laughs. Right?
Right?
Right? Right? Right?
Right?
No.
So, right?
I know.
The movie ends, and then
Thank
there's
God.
an ambiguous ending where the kid shows up. So, are they
Yes.
still in the game? Are they not in the game? Did he get out of the game? Who fucking
Well,
knows?
Who cares?
She threw her second life at it. Like she threw her second life at it and killed it that way.
The
Like,
heart,
did that
or what?
make
I thought
sense?
it was the heart of the arcade she
know.
threw at it, but it was
No,
so
it was-
confusing.
It was her second life.
That was her one up that she chucked.
But maybe by throwing her life at him, she gave him a second life.
Oh my god.
And he has
Shut
a
up.
second chance to say, "Bitch." Right? Right?
Yeah.
Um,
Umberto wins.
Yeah. All this equals up to Half-Life 3 confirmed.
anything else about
He
the
gets
movie, guys? Anything else?
I
That,
felt like it was just over, and it didn't make sense. Like they didn't do another level, and it was over, and I was like, "Oh, Earth is the next level."
it did what Jumanji 3 did. That's what happens there. Go ahead, Hobbs. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say I didn't have a history with this movie before this afternoon, and I legitimately hate that I do now. So thank you.
I want to point out.
how-
Dan said real quick. He said that he's the only one who subscribes. Yeah, so why don't you shit on me some more, you bums?
Now he wants it. Now he wants the pain.
Come
Now
on
don't
now.
give it to him.
All right, Jake. What were you gonna say?
How long was Ben inside the game, and why were his parents not notified as soon as he went missing from the arcade at the very beginning? I don't understand that any of
It's
this.
an allegory on
honestly.
latchkey children of the early 90s.
Well, the guy showing them the game knew he was gonna be taken away because he dragged the other kids to give him the VRs, and then
Right.
when they told him where'd he go, he's like, I don't know, get out of here,
Hey,
kid.
don't tell anybody. Here's a free arcade game.
You get the
Yeah.
feeling that the developer knew something was up and something was wrong.
Oh yeah, he totally did.
Yeah. And who is that
He was
actor?
100% complicit. It's
That-
cute.
No. The other actor, the actual game developer, the guy with the mustache.
Oh yeah.
He's one of those guys that's been in everything, and yet you
Simon
Um,
Pegged.
I think he's more like a this guy because this is the only time I've ever seen him in a movie.
maybe he just
Same
stuck
here.
Maybe I was molested by him. I don't know.
This guy.
I remember him though.
Do you
What does
want
that
to
mean?
be?
He's literally
Maybe.
only in this
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
That's what I said.
This movie was supposed to get a sequel. They wrote it and everything, and then.
Oh
this
man, I bet
movie-
it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
dude.
called Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah.
Disney finally won. Disney got it right.
They always win, bro.
Every time. They got Star Wars, man. Come on.
Oh,
All right.
dude.
Anyone else? Anything else about the movie you want to
I thought it was The Wiz.
The Wonderful Wiz.
What?
I'm the
That
Wiz.
movie scared the shit out of me, man, when I was a kid.
No. The Wizard. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Can I take us down a little trip down memory lane?
Go for it.
Okay, so if you look at the movie poster on the left side, it tells you that this was based on an idea by Charles Band. Charles Band is basically the Roger Corman of Full Moon Entertainment. He's responsible for some classics that some of y'all might have seen, such as Trancers, Dr. Mordred.
Yeah.
He did the sequel to Dollman versus Demonic Toys. He also had his most famous movie though was when he headed up Empire Pictures and did a little movie called The Reanimator.
Oh,
so
wow.
he actually produced that. So the guy, so he actually didn't have all pieces of shit, but there we go.
Yeah, just mostly pieces of shit.
Mostly. Full Moon was always a production company that knew exactly what they were. They didn't pretend to be something else.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
they were
Puppet
like
Master. Puppet
Trauma.
Master, whatever. Yeah. Trauma for horror movies, but just horror movies.
Ref, what I feel like you're about to tell me about the splendor of Jesus Christ right now.
The inverse.
I heard the word.
They had
They
the inverse of this, which was Sunbeam, something like that productions, and they made movies such as Prehysteria. Did you guys remember that? Where they had the baby dinosaurs and they named them Elvis, Madonna, Blondie, and I can't remember what the other one was. But like they made kids movies, and like they just were producing like crazy direct-to-video in the 90s. So they made a bunch of shit. And I remember it always being at the VHS store. David, at the VHS store, do you remember having this there?
We didn't have any of the new moon movie stuff. We had Reanimator. We had Reanimator and stuff like that. What was the one after Reanimator? The Zone. Where they were in the
From Beyond.
From Beyond. Thank you. Yeah, we had From Beyond.
Stuart Gordon. You had a lot of Stuart Gordon. Yeah.
Yep, had a lot of Stuart Gordon stuff, but we had none of this New Moon stuff.
Yeah.
The one that made me think about was Johnny Demonic. Y'all remember that one?
Johnny Mnemonic?
Yeah, that's the only one where they go into a virtual reality, and that was pretty similar, but that one was actually good. You know?
Yeah.
It was actually good.
It was good.
Dolph Lundgren as the street preacher.
Oh man, yeah. And the baddest fucking villain weapon of all time, that fucking double fucking garage laser whip. Dude, I still don't know the mysteries behind that amazing weapon.
That's pretty dope.
All right, guys, let's go to recommend then, I guess. Let's go down the line with David. David, do you recommend?
Wait a second. Are we not watching clips?
Yeah, we're gonna watch clips after recommend.
Oh, okay, we're doing recommending first. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm backwards.
I always get confused with the order.
It's fine. David, do you recommend it?
No, God, no.
Okay. All right, just make sure. Javi, do you recommend it?
If you really like shitty audio, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know what? If you hate somebody, recommend that movie. If you got a friend of me, recommend it.
Oh.
But me personally, no, I don't recommend that at all, ever.
Jake, do you recommend it?
I'm with you, fellers.
Raph, can you recommend it or no? Can you please?
Absolutely no. Why would I do that to somebody? If you care for people, you don't do that to people you care for. You just don't do that to people you care for.
Oh God, Jay, do you recommend it or no?
If someone lost a dare, I think you definitely got to make them watch it.
or lost a Camp Slash Horrorcast bet.
I knew. I was shocked that
you
guys
wish that upon anybody.
I was shocked you guys didn't shit on me personally more. So I chose this.
Recommended this?
Yeah, I recommended this.
chose Monkey Shines.
This was Duck's movie.
This is my movie. This is what I picked. I don't even know if it's classified as horror after I picked it and watched it.
No,
it's not.
It's just classified as shit.
It's just sci-fi.
That's what it falls
So was it a demon or was it a program taking souls?
I mean, you made it better by just saying that. That's all I'm going to say.
I know that. It's a little fucking waterhead.
Oh, God. Mikey, do you recommend the movie or not?
I like that I'm not saying these things.
So you think yes or no? Would you recommend it or no? You there?
What's happening? I feel like he has dementia. He doesn't know where he
Wait,
is.
I think Mikey B's playing arcade right now, guys. He's in trouble.
Oh, Mikey!
We need to help him.
Hit the escape button.
We missed it. Did you say yes or no to the movie?
Call the cops.
Who are you talking to?
Yes, yeah. Would you recommend?
You smell burnt toast
the entire time.
Would you recommend it?
No.
You said what?
Oh my lord.
I took a break from this podcast just now because the movie was so bad.
All right, guys. With that said, let's get to some clips. Let's rip it apart. And the clips are short too. I promise you, but it's gonna feel like they're forever.
Oh, darn.
All right. Longest intro ever.
7 minutes out of an 85-minute movie? That's a long clip song.
What would be the antithesis of a full moon? Solar eclipse pictures.
90s teens.
I like that one. Pretty good.
Hey, Alex.
You know what's fucked up is like everything.
Hey, it's me, Seth Green.
Everything comes back, right? So the kids nowadays dress like the kids from the 90s. I don't know if you guys have seen this, and I always feel like I've fallen into a time loop. They've got the haircuts and everything, and it just freaks
Well,
me
what's
out.
if you right there, it looks like Gary Oldman's Dracula, doesn't he?
You know what it means? That face says right
So
now is
pale.
like, I look like the literal interpretation of a dickhead.
He looks like he's about to fly away.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Mikey?
I said Seth Green, he jumps out first, like he said, I lost it, it's gone.
No, that was good, Mikey. That was
Hey,
good.
Seth Green, I'm the star of this film.
So notice he seems like he's in a completely different movie here.
He's blind. He's playing himself. It's that dream sequence from Christmas Story where he's blind because the BB gun shot his eye out. No, because his mom gave him soap. That's right. His mom gave him the soap.
Dude, who was waiting for him to pull out a Red Ryder BB gun? Just
Right
once.
here. Please, just once.
Just once.
Even if it was in virtual reality, just one. Yeah.
The most powerful weapon in all of arcade, the Red Ryder BB gun. Can't escape it. Can't escape the movie.
Peace signs.
Please.
Just flashes them real quick.
Peace and love on Marengo.
Yeah, that's a very 90s thing right there. We all had to
It was.
Yeah, to make sure everyone knew that you were good. Like, peace.
Yeah, Watergate was a big deal back in the early 90s.
Man, people were being drafted into Vietnam. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Girls were burning their bras.
Dante's Inferno.
What about Dante's Peak?
Yeah.
The R
that's
word. Gasp. I said it. I don't
Man, they
care.
got fucking space invaders in here. That shit's for retards.
The 90s
Oh,
film.
yeah, Javi.
Then why are you in here, Javi?
That guy's got straighter hair than me. It's nice hair. It's good hair.
You got good hair, bro. Don't be down on your hair. What are you?
It was
Dude,
90s
if Space Invaders is for retards, then I'm a total mongoloid.
Because I can't. I die really quick in Space Invaders.
Yeah.
Slapping kids.
Shut up. Come on now, Mr.
That's a real slap. Look at this shit. Bam!
Yeah.
Man.
You little shit.
And then look at him kiss. See him purse his lips?
One more time. Watch. Oh, his-
He even stopped. He tried stopping him from slapping him, replaying it. He tried holding his fucking arm before he even did it. He knew it was coming. He was like, "Oh, the rehearsals didn't go so good, Mr. Boyer."
All right,
That
ready?
was personal. You know that fucker hated Seth Green.
Look,
Shut up. Come on now,
fuck
Mr.
us.
No.
Even if the fucking the extra stepped in and said, "Hey, do you have to hit him so hard?"
His eyes are
Extra
How many
rolling.
check
takes
him.
did they do? Oh, that'd be awesome.
Dude.
It's like he knew that he was gonna make Robot Chicken later on in life.
He just slapped the it out of him.
Yeah, exactly. That was good.
Q's arrival.
Who gives a fuck about arcade anyway?
Tommy, why are
Doyle
you talking so
rules.
rough to that old man?
I don't know. Like I got under my. It's like you're gonna do a great show one day. I'm gonna hate your fucking character, bro.
Boom. Arcade looks like shit. Not terrifying, just terrible.
You know, this is terrifying. The size of Peter Billings' head.
Oh,
It's like
cool.
the size of his torso.
I had to put on welding gloves to play a fucking game. I had been wearing them all day. Thanks.
Only a quarter.
Only a quarter.
How do I start? My treat. Here, do something useful.
David, you're right. There's that hum.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
that white noise, man.
Yeah.
They're not using boom mics.
I think it's if
legit.
I think
They're
it's because it's a
using
VHS
camcorder.
rip or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, they're
They're-
recording
they're
right
using
off
a
the
VH
fucking
yeah, they're-
shoulder.
They didn't
Yeah,
release
there-
this on
there's no
DVD or
boom mic.
Blu-ray, man. This never came out for a better,
Laser disc.
Yeah. Oh, maybe.
Hey,
Yes.
You skipped the second best part when he goes, "Oh, scary." That was.
Oh.
I was
No,
laughing.
he got it. He rolled his eyes.
Yeah.
he got in there.
Oh, scary.
Yeah.
Green room or green screen.
I'll send out the screamer. Then there's
My Lego spaceman helmet will save me.
Grunge music. Listen to this badass music.
All right, real
The
quick, no
only thing I
bullshit.
enjoyed was the Camaro.
That was my first car.
It's a
Oh, yeah?
1976 Camaro. Mine was cream
Yes, sir.
colored. It was badass. I love
Yeah.
this part. It's my favorite scene.
They blew the budget on the Camaro.
I miss that car. I miss that car so fucking much. Oh,
Not at
They-
this time.
You said it like you got a lot of hand jobs in that car or something like that.
well, here's the deal.
The hand marrow.
There's
here's
a
the-
reason why his car was cream colored.
It was my mom let my uncle have it, and when I turned 18, and he wrecked it, and I'm still a little salty about it,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
2 lines.
No.
No.
Dude, I know
Should go to bed,
junkies,
Dad.
and this guy is totally on heroin.
Yeah.
Hey, I will say he nailed
Let me
that
check-
fucking no. He nailed the
Yeah.
He fucking nailed it.
Nah.
Freddie wannabe.
he's right here, bitch.
Yeah. What's up with that?
Okay, whenever this kid screams, he goes, "Alex!" It sounds like a fart. It sounds like a squeaker.
It's a skecker.
All right, he wanted to touch her. It's kind of creepy. Look at this. Hands hovering. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Put my hands behind my back. Yeah,
Hey,
slower,
listen,
slower.
pull it back.
A good old 90s groping.
I took that girl Laura out.
Laura, yeah, the one with the big.
Yeah, and I grabbed him and squeezed
Oh, you
him.
grabbed him and you went whoop.
She punched me in the
Did
head.
you put your face in him like that?
She kicked me in the balls, man.
They could have just been talking about her cantaloupes. You don't know.
Hey, everybody loves a good gazunga
Her melons.
or bazooms.
Yeah.
Great delivery. I just love the way
Or meat pillows.
the way he delivers this line is so good.
They're like bags of sand.
Take it easy.
Oh,
Chill
that's
out.
wonderful.
What's her problem?
She
Girls
must be
got
on the
big
rag.
lungs, but she can breathe a long time.
We got a tweaker.
Don't you see them?
This is your brain on drugs.
The angels.
Well,
That's
you
the
know,
best
Peter
acting.
Billingsley.
That's
Addiction
the
is
best acting in the whole
hereditary.
movie.
He's
Ah.
like fucking.
Good.
No.
No, you know what they say? The apple
Ah.
doesn't fall far from the needle.
So this guy just says, "Ah." I like that. Suicide.
Number and I'll have Mr. Different.
Pal, if Difford's not out here in 1 minute, I'm calling the news and informing them that your fucking game is whispering in our ears and telling us to commit suicide. I'm talking public relations.
Please don't do that.
Virgin
Here,
sacrifices.
let me offer you a flock of seagulls, CD.
Can anyone appreciate that Peter Billingsley automatically went from 12 to 43?
Not bad.
I like that.
Virgin sacrifices?
Gets him every time.
Yeah, every time? Does he do this a lot?
She's like, why didn't you bring your gun? Oh, no, my mom said I'd shoot my eye out.
That guy actor. I thought that he was another
Keys
star.
are the key. See, they unlock.
He looks like that guy from that thing. I will tell you that. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
This guy
He
is
looks
either
exactly
Bill
like that
Pullman
guy
or
from
Jeff
that thing.
I'm
Daniels. He's
getting
one
a
of
Yeah, no,
Peter
that's that guy that
Scolari
comes
vibe.
out on the CSI. It's one of those guys.
It's one of the CSI.
Yeah.
You can
CSI fucking
Yeah, he is in that.
Paris,
Midlothian.
Texas.
CSI McKinney Frisco area. Yeah.
I think Daryl books that room.
Yeah. CSI New Haven.
Some bad ADR.
What are
Bad at her.
All right.
I used to watch that show on PBS all the
Wait,
time.
you missed it.
I think this guy may have been a porn star. He's
Yeah.
got like that look of an 80s
Alright.
porn star.
Listen to how
He's
different.
like, who else is an expert on VHS film?
Listen to how different this is, though. Like it goes from one to the other. Listen to this.
What aren't you telling us? All right.
What the fuck? All right, sorry. 90s angst.
So where do you want to play the game now?
I don't know.
In my pants.
Maybe we just shouldn't play the game at all. Just keep on driving.
Maybe we should just drink more Ovaltine.
Son of a bitch.
It's hard being a hero. You have no idea, lady.
Hard
Hard
being a
it is.
hero.
Maybe we should take our shirts off.
I don't want anything to happen. I care about you, Alex.
I almost touched you once.
I can't wait to almost touch you again.
I can't wait to touch you for real.
Did Iron Man steal this? This is.
I
what
got
I'm
to
talking
I
about.
got to half base with her 16 times.
So, like I said, Ralphie was an executive producer in Iron Man. The black background with the character's profile in it is kind of similar to what they do with Iron Man's HUD.
Basically mirror
tracking.
image.
Yeah.
You mean a selfie portrait?
what I'm saying,
I mean,
man.
I feel like that was taken from a bunch of different things. To
Yeah.
really.
I
truly
think
make
that is
Iron
one of the
Man
most
perfect.
genius.
But
movies
this
ever.
might be one of the examples that they used.
Yeah. David, what were you gonna say?
Nothing.
Okay. He's so depressed by this movie. I'm so sorry, David.
The haunted house.
It really is killing me.
I'm so sorry. Practical effects.
Where?
I got me a key and a hook.
First key, Nick.
Exquisite
Oh, that is
acting.
So bad.
Oh, that's the best scene in the whole movie, bro. Love it. This, I mean, I didn't even think
Watch
about
out,
it
those
before,
rocks are
but-
floating.
This nice float.
What's
I
the
didn't-
deal with arcade? That kid just reminded me of Seinfeld jogging that bit.
I mean, yeah, because Peter Billingsley could be George. He could be George Costanza.
This is wrong.
Very
wrong.
What we need to do is we need to re-edit this movie with dialogue from Seinfeld. Just put it over it. What's the deal with quarters? Who even uses those? Sorry.
I'm out.
Screamer.
Don't look at the practical screamer's coming!
No arcade for you.
You went out like a bitch. The ferryman.
You may ask one of us a question. One tells
Why was
the
the screamer
truth,
wearing a
the
helmet?
other lies. Who you ask remains your
Why is he looking like
discretion.
one of the goth kids from
But the
Clueless?
answer's wrong.
He was preparing for his
Yeah.
role on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh,
It's
Etner.
Oz.
Etner, new player. That's what I wrote.
Please, lady, help!
It's so random.
Can't swim! Help me! Come on.
The me prototype sucked.
She's just caressing him. How's he know that?
Dark Riders! If they touch us, we're dead!
This is the original pod racing right here.
Yeah, dude. Anakin Skywalker is Anakin Skywalkering.
Right here, bitch.
Damn it, where are you?
Right here.
How'd she get all blood?
Bitch.
Oh, Raph left.
A little bit of game over. Where'd Raph go?
You didn't get the shot of her standing up in the tight little black outfit?
I laughed out loud when she shot herself.
Yeah. Well, at the beginning of the show, she still had the gun in her hand. I'm like, how does that even work?
No, Game Over Arcade. I swear these clips are almost over. It feels like another year. So sorry.
Okay, I like this one.
Yeah, this is a good scene.
So, all right. Got a little tummy to rub. Cute little tummy. Baby bump.
That was very Lawnmower Man.
It's a portable.
Hey, we're gonna send these things in or what?
Oh man, what are you crazy?
I liked it. I want the portable.
Let's go hit up the skating rink.
Yeah, yeah.
And a final bitch.
Right here.
Bitch.
Boom.
Oh. Dude, Taika Waititi was a cute little actor.
What?
Thought it was Jaden Smith. That kid went
Oh, fuck. It was, wasn't it?
I'm going to make my son a superstar. Just you wait.
Guys,
Yeah,
we got a visit from Adolf Hitler Nazi Party Kill All Jews Forever. What the fuck?
Whose turn is
Oh,
that?
that's one of my fans. He thinks my cocaine jokes are about the final solution. So he's always at the show.
I don't know where Raph went. Raph, hopefully you come back. Guys, let's do recommends real quick. First, I'm going to recommend.
Yeah, we already said we don't recommend them.
Well,
no, he's going to recommend
movies. The episode of Black Mirror called USS Callister.
Yes! Fucking love this.
Yes.
Yeah.
It takes two of my
it's
favorite
really
things, video games and Star Trek, and puts them together in one of the most amazing
So
ways.
good.
To the point where they actually have thought about doing a series based upon this alone on Netflix.
Retarded Matt Damon is so good in this.
He's amazing in this.
Meth
so
Damon.
there he is. There he is.
Oh, sorry, Meth Damon.
Have you guys all seen this episode? Because if you haven't seen it, you got to check it
Yes.
out. It's worth your time.
It's great.
It's so fucking good. The second movie I'm going to recommend is Dan Danzy.
Oh my God! Jesus Christ!
Get off. Get off.
No, Jesus, stop it!
Take me back to Danzy. I don't want to see that again.
No,
There it is.
Take it off.
It's going to be
I have PTSD from this
Jay for the win on this one. It's got to be
Go
Brain
back to
Scan.
Danzy. Go back to Danzy.
Dude, Brain Scan was the shit. It was so fucking good.
Brain
And we
Dan.
already casted it. We talked about it. It has the same idea of going into the video game and doing stuff. I can't believe I'm blowing
Yeah,
it.
just a year later.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we're going to do a video game movie every year. We're going to do that Denzel Washington one.
No, I'm saying they had the idea.
Virtuosity.
Virtuosity. We're going to do that one next year.
Yes.
So that's
Saw
going to be
that
it. But Brain
before,
Scan
but I
was
still like that
awesome, dude.
movie.
The Jokester or the Jockster or whatever his name was.
Trickster.
Thank you. He
Yeah.
was the best. He was such a fun villain. What a fun movie. Edward Furlong is terrible in it, but he's also great in it. It's just worth your time. So, do you guys
Great
have any?
value, Seth Green.
Do you guys have any recommendations for movies similar to virtual reality and or? That's pretty much it. Yeah, virtual.
Oh,
reality.
there's another really good Black Mirror episode where the guy is playing a horror virtual reality game. And,
Kurt Russell's son, Wyatt Russell.
Yes. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, I like
It's
that.
called-
I forget
don't
the
know
name of it, but I know exactly
Yeah, you
which
don't
one
know
you're
what-
talking
yeah,
about.
that was
So good.
terrifying, man. That was
Yeah.
really, really scary.
Season 2.
Yep.
Yeah. Jake, you got any recommendations for any virtual reality type movies? Video game movies? The Wizard you said earlier?
Yeah, if you like Fred Savage and stupid movies, maybe watch that one.
I've never been able to make it through
yeah.
it. Like I started.
It's
and then I
not
just
great. It's not great.
lose interest.
They
yeah.
build Christian Slater as like the lead in it, and he only had like maybe 5 minutes in the entire movie.
I would be so pissed off going into a movie thinking that Christian Slater was the lead,
Right?
and wasn't the lead.
Right? Well, David Jessup in
He's so fucking hot.
1992.
Dude, I'm
93,
being
you
serious
would've-
right now.
You
Dude,
would
I'm
have.
being serious.
You would have loved seeing
Yeah.
it. You, if
Dude,
you
I
saw it,
love 90s Christian
True
Slater.
Romance.
True Romance, Heathers. Fucking,
Yeah.
well, dude, that was early. That
Young
was late
Guns
80s,
2.
Was that
Well,
late 80s?
Wizard came out in '89.
Okay, yeah.
Slater
Yeah,
off.
I think
There's a
Heathers was
time frame.
89. Was Heathers 89?
Yes,
I believe
Okay.
so.
Interview with the Vampire? Was he in that?
that was '94.
Yes, and he was in it.
Javi, you
I
got
love
any
Christian Slater.
recommendations for virtual reality talk?
Virtual reality?
Yeah, or video game movies? I can't even say horror because there's only so many.
I don't know. When I think of like going into a different world and movies that are actually good, the first one that
Oh.
comes to mind is Stay Tuned.
Oh,
Stay
dude,
Tuned?
you're right. Stay Tuned is similar to this, and it's so fucking good. Like, god damn it.
Wait, Jay, what was that one we watched? When
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
That was insane, dude.
Yeah.
That was
Close.
absolutely.
That was your first time seeing it, right?
Yeah, first time seeing
Yeah,
it.
dude.
Yep.
Okay, I gotta recommend.
Grew up watching it.
Good, Jake.
It's considered the other movie of this vein that came around the same time. A lot of people compare it to Lawnmower Man. That would be Ghost in the Machine.
Fuck
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Love
Is
it.
that
Fun-
is that an anime?
little-
Yeah.
No.
Whoa.
No.
I'm thinking
I
Ghost
think
in the
it's
Shell.
Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in
Okay.
the Shell.
Yeah.
What's
Susie
Ghost in the
Hutton,
Machine?
right?
Ghost in the Machine was a serial killer movie about this killer who gets killed, but he actually gets sent into a virtual network. It's kind of like Shocker, but almost completely to do with computers. And so they have to go and kind of fight him that way. And one of the scenes, the kids are playing in a 1993 virtual reality arcade machine, and the evil serial killer comes into the VR and tries to, kill him. So that's my relation from that. To
Jay, I got a movie we need to watch together.
What's that?
Body Parts.
Jeff Fahey, 91.
Yes.
I'm down, bro.
Yes.
I've never
Yeah.
seen it. I've never seen it all
it's
the way.
so
I've never
fucking
Is it a
good.
horror
I
movie?
love it.
Kind of.
Oh, yeah.
It's called
Yeah.
Body
Yeah.
Parts.
Let's
It
throw
is.
it in January.
It's not a
It
not
is.
a romantic comedy.
I was
Seth Rogen.
I was strangely obsessed with Jeff Fahey back in the day, man.
Jeff Fahey is awesome, man.
I love Jeff
This
Fahey.
is hot.
Man.
Sexual?
Yeah, something
I
about
liked him in
man.
Planet Terror.
Yep.
Mikey B,
Big
you got
Jeff
any
Fahey fan.
recommendations for virtual reality type video game-ish movies?
Yeah, Who Framed Roger?
Also, Lawnmower Man.
Who?
Oh, sorry.
I love Who Framed Roger Rabbit, so let's go with it. With that said, Mikey B, where can they find you on the internet, good sir?
Check out my podcast, the Open Mic
Mike
Podcast, MIKE, at the Open Mic Podcast, Instagram, all the whatever platform you go to, or check out my social media at Mikey B the Comic. I post show dates, videos, pictures of my dog, stuff like that. Look at it.
Fuck yeah. David, where can they find you on the internet?
They can find me at Stop Motion Nightmares on Facebook and Children of Dave. And then I'll be at the 11th. I'll be at the Burlesque show in Haltom City, 18th, 19th at the Improv, and then New Year's Eve weekend at Plano House of Comedy with who am I with? Oh, Shane Torres.
Fuck yeah.
Opening for Shane Torres.
Raider.
And how am I traitor? I didn't know I was traitor. Jay, tell me I'm not supposed to perform there, and I won't after I perform there on the New Year's Eve.
No, I'm kidding, man. Have fun. I've been. Truth be told, I'll go a little on Shop Talk real quick. I have been trying to get Shane Torres for a very long time. So.
Oh shit. Okay.
No.
I remember
I'm saying,
that.
Yeah, I've been talking about it forever. So I might.
Yeah,
have to have,
since
I might,
before the
You might
before
show
the
up.
God period bit.
I might have to have a talk with Mr. Torres.
Well, you can be my +1.
Yeah. Oh, nice. We kissing at midnight?
just holding hands.
Okay.
But
All right.
we could do that thing where we tickle our palms.
Oh, don't do that. Hobby does that to me all the time, and I hate it. Literally, Hobby does that to me all the time, and I fucking hate it. He's like, "Give me your hand," and I'll fall for it, and then he'll, and I hate that shit. That looks.
I don't lick your hand.
Basically, that's what you do with your
I
face. there.
do one of that to it.
All right, you can find us on the internet on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at /We Are Podcast. You can check out all the podcasts on wearepodcast.podbean.com. And finally, check out the Weapons reviews. I throw those up on everything. You can find us every Monday for Camp /Horrorcast here at 8 p.m. Central on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, blah, blah, blah. We're everywhere. The point is, we're watching Poltergeist 2 next week, guys. So that is what we're checking out. So it's the next in the trilogy. So that's what we are doing. And Mikey B, thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you will join us again. Raph, thank you so much, even though you can't get reconnected. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for being here to talk this terrible movie. Thank you for not shitting on me as much as I thought it would be shit on. So that was pretty cool. I thought this was going to be a Thanksgiving situation. So thank you.
I was
for
waiting
that.
until you stopped recording.
Oh God, here we go. All right,
We're
with
gonna
that said,
verbally abuse the fuck out of you. After
keep
this.
horror in your heart. And thank you guys. And I'm gonna cut the feeds. So cutting the
Cut the feed, Johnny.
cutting the